Hey everyone, it's Mike here. Very good morning to you. So very quickly this morning we're going to be talking about if you find it hard to sleep, if you find it hard to get to sleep, stay asleep, if you find that you're waking a lot, if you find that your sleep is broken or you're waking early and you can't get back to sleep. And all of these things could be considered different symptoms of insomnia. Like some people think that insomnia is just purely can't sleep at all, but it has different effects on different people. So some will get to sleep for an hour or two, then they'll wake and they'll be on and off into the night. So the reason I want to do this video is that sleep is really important in terms of overall health, because the body needs to rebuild and repair. And if you keep going without sleep, you just your whole body just starts to break down, and your head goes every way and you're no focus. It's not good for the body, right? So. And specifically, really kind of, I was going great there for a couple of months, but I would have been somebody who had very broken sleep a lot of the time, and to get a really good night's sleep is just, it's a dream. You wake up in the morning feeling that kind of refreshed and that having that energy. So I was going really well then for a couple of months, and in the last week or so, I just found that my sleep had been a bit broken again, and I wanted to kind of chat about. Look, there's loads of different things about kind of your nighttime routine, which I'll do another video on. But you hear a lot about drinking different teas and how teas can help you relax, right? So I was doing a bit of research on it, and you may not have known this. Like a lot of people would have known that chamomile would have been a good tea for relaxing at night. And I had tried chamomile before, and I just couldn't drink it. It's awful stuff, whatever brand I had. But then I came across people talking about the passion flower in their tea as well. And I'd never heard of taking in passion flower as a tea at night time. So we came across this tea which combined both, which is passion flowers. There's lots twinings, get a look in there. So it's a twinings tea, or twinnings if that's too called. I call it twinings. And it basically says sleep on it, so it does what it says in the pack. And it's basically what it has is passion flower and chamomile. But why these work, right, and why passion flower works. So passion flower has an abundance of a naturally occurring amino acid in it, right, and it's called, there's an acronym for it, it's called GABA, right, G-A-B-A, but it's an acronym for a big long word I won't bore you with. So it's called GABA, and what it does is it increases the levels of GABA in the brain. And this amino acid, what it does is it reduces the activity in your central nervous system. So basically it just helps to kind of shut everything down. Now it's something that the body should do naturally, but a lot of the time with people, you might have more stress, you're more wound up with everything going on, you're thinking about a lot more. So what this does is just help to shut the central nervous system down, help you relax and help you get better sleep. So that's what the passion flower is ultimately for, right? And studies have shown that it's helped with anxiety, helped with better sleep, and what it has helped with as well is women that might experience the hot flashes during the menopause as well. So the passion flower has more studies done to it in terms of helping people get better sleep and to have better benefits than chamomile on its own. But what the passion flower also helps with is to reduce general anxiety disorder, which a lot of people, more and more people, are suffering from. And it's shown to be a better benefit than, like, for somebody who's kind of diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, they're often given benzodiazepine to help control their anxiety. But the passion flower has actually been shown to help that more right now. As I said, this is just general advice if your doctor's recommended it, but it's not. Look, nobody wants to be on medication. This is a naturally occurring amino acid. It might be worth a try. The chamomile side of it then as well contains a powerful antioxidant called bigenin. I don't know. I think I'm pronouncing it right. We won't worry about the spelling of it. So there's an antioxidant in it. And basically what it's, I suppose, there's still more studies needed. Like there's kind of more anecdotal studies on the chamomile than there is on the passion flower. But basically the chamomile, again, this antioxidant, what it's I suppose suggests is kind of latching itself onto kind of receptors in the brain that are responsible for kind of a response to inflammation and getting better sleep. So it latches itself onto that and helps kind of reduce their activity as well and reduce that response from those signals in the brain. And that's why, but again, chamomile isn't as fully, I won't say proven, but there is anecdotal evidence to suggest that people get better sleep on chamomile tea as well. So the combination of both a chamomile and a passion flower, when we came across this, we said we'd try it. And since, again, this is just me, as I said, this is just anecdotal evidence, this isn't a study or anything, but for somebody who has had broken sleep, and a lot of it for a good number of years, I find this very good. So this is just something that, and you know what, a lot of these herbal teas, like chamomile and so on, I couldn't drink. I found it very bad, very not friendly tasting, I'll put it that way. But I find this one is lovely to drink. It tastes nice, and I found it's just, both of these things are what you'd call a natural, better word. So they both kind of just have that impact on the brain of just shutting down the activity before you go to bed. So drinking a cup of that before you go to sleep, I find works well, and just have a better night's sleep. Okay, so I said this is just something I wanted to make you aware of. If you're somebody, there's a lot of people that aren't getting a good night's sleep. Loads of people that I talk to, clients that are coming on board, you ask them what their sleep is like. Oh, it's very broken, it's this, that and the other. And just there's so much going on, a lot of stress. So this just helps kind of shut down all of those things so that we can get a better night's sleep. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Don't forget, we're back tonight live for a live workout at 8:30, and then we're back Tuesday or Thursday morning again at 8 o'clock in the morning, and at 8:30 again Thursday night for another live workout. Alright, so until then, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.